Hi, welcome to Community Living. My name is Malabunkosi, and in today's episode we'll be covering the main differences and similarities between investment and trading, right? So this is in relation with what's currently happening globally, nationally, and just in general, worldwide, what the current economic crisis that we currently faced with as a result of the global epidemic known as coronavirus or COVID-19, right? So as I record this video, we currently 118,000 cases that are reported worldwide, and then I think nationally we have about 202 cases, and in the province that I'm based we currently have 0 cases. But my friends was just telling me that apparently someone from the region that I'm based in has was reported to have a coronavirus, and everyone is just panicking and trying to figure out who it is, and allegations and all those things. And we can see there's a lot of mass hysteria, there's a lot of panic buying. The economy and governments are actually just faced with a very bad situation altogether. And at this point in time, no one knows what the economy or what the stock market or what anything is going to look like 2 months from now, 3 months from now. No one can really predict for sure what it's going to be like. This video is recorded in with the thinking that you are already introduced to either investment or trading, so you are familiar with the two concepts, right? Investing being that you are looking for a long-term solution when you're keeping your money in some type of asset so that you can grow it, right? So when you invest, you're looking to grow. You're also looking to make a passive income through dividends. But when you're trading, it can be associated with short-term gains, right? The time frame, what is similar is that they both have time frames. When you invest, there's a specific time frame in which you invest in, and you're looking for your investments to grow, and you're looking to gain some passive income, as I've already mentioned. And when you're trading, you have a specific time frame. You're either trading during the day, you're trading during the night, you're holding your trade throughout the night, or something of that sort, right? So those are the what's similar is that there's a time factor for both, but the difference in both the time factors is that one is longer and the other one can be really, really short. You can trade within an hour. You can either buy or sell, or long or short, whatever time you want to use, right? Within an hour, but you can't invest within an hour. One of the differences. So this video was actually inspired by one of Dave Ramsey's episodes, right? So in his episode, he mentioned don't let your short-term situation or solution actually create a long-term disaster for you. So I think this is in relation with people that are investing, but just due to what is happening in the stock market, the panic buying, people are panic buying within the stock market itself. The panic buying is not just for retail or consumer goods. It is also happening in the stock market. Hence, we see all the stock markets have actually went blood red. You know, there is no stock market that currently hasn't made a loss. There are some stocks or some ETFs that are in the green, but I'm currently my profit loss is about 30% of my investment in my ZAR account, and in my USD account it's about 25%. So everyone is making a loss at this point in time. But if you are investing, one thing to note is that you hold your stock forever. It depends on your investment strategy, right? So one of my investment strategies that the period in which you hold a stock is forever. So I never plan to sell my stocks. If I've seen that a stock is a good stock, it's like the type of company I've invested in will be there for generations and generations and generations. Like I'm using like Warren Buffett's philosophy in a sense, where he saw that like Coca-Cola, Gillette, and all those type of companies were really good companies that were going to, in a sense, always be there because there's a service that will always be able to provide. So I'm buying into those type of stocks, and I plan on holding them forever, and their growth will in turn help me in accumulating more dividends, because with dividends, if I have about 100 shares, right, and then you gain, for one share for dividends you get 7 rand, so it's 7 times 100, so meaning I'll be getting 700 rand just for owning 100 shares, right? So that is one of the ways you make money with investment. And then how you make money with trading is that you're not really concerned about the underlying instrument. The underlying instrument being, you're not buying into that asset itself, right? So the growth matters, but not as much as when you're investing, right? The growth matters in terms of the performance and the time frame that you are looking at that performance. So it is really the movement of that stock within the stock market that matters for a trader than an investor. So for an investor, whether it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, all those negatives and positives add together for a more positive trade, right? So that's what you're looking into when you're basically investing. So someone will ask now, okay, I'm negative 30% in profit loss, negative 25% my other investment portfolio. So what am I going to do? Am I still going to hold? Yes, that is definitely my standpoint at this point in time, because with panic buying and panic selling and all those things, you're losing value into stocks that you don't know when you might enter the market. So most of our assumption is that, okay, yes, it's this bad, maybe it'll recover in 1 or 2 years, but what if it recovers 3 months from now because everyone realized that this wasn't as big? It is big, but it wasn't as big as everyone thought it to be. So I was watching a video where apparently in the Philippine stock market, they've actually cut off all activities related to the stock exchange. So apparently that is possible. I don't know if governments are going to look into something of that nature, where they're saying, okay, the activities that are currently running in the stock market, they're actually not good for the economy, so we will cancel all sort of activities related to the stock market. And obviously that is really bad for the guys that are trading, but for people that are investing, your asset is still your asset, right? Once they've found a cure, once everything is once we've recovered from the global pandemic, it's not an epidemic anymore, it's a pandemic. Once we've recovered from that, you will be able to regain your assets once more from obviously that point in which it was like you left it. So if you're still in negative 30, you will go from there and continue with life like normally. So at the end of the day, it's still your decision as to what you want to do, but I just wanted to highlight those differences, and that like a lot of people who are usually into investing, I was also like I almost caught into the frenzy of, let me start trading. Then I realized I don't understand anything. I don't have a clue when it comes to trading, and I'll actually make more of a loss if I try to learn a skill, because I see that it might be beneficial for this point in time to be a trader, right, than an investor. But my investments, as much as they're performing really badly, I think I'm just going to continue with how they are. And also, I'm not buying or selling, right? I'm just continuing with my monthly deposits as I used to. If I used to deposit like maybe, for example, 1,000 rand into my investment, when I get paid, I will deposit that same amount. Yes, I'll be buying the stocks lower than normal. And obviously, if these stocks do increase within like a very short period of time, I'll gain a lot of money from the time that I've bought the stocks. But with my current or existing stocks, I'm just going to leave the accounts, leave the portfolio as they are, and not be caught in this panic buying, panic selling, mass hysteria related to the stock market, right? So please just comment down below in terms of your understanding of what investment is, and also what you are currently doing in this period where the stock market is affected by so many factors, everyday activities that are affecting the stock market. So you have productivity levels are very low because most companies, most countries have closed down like their productivity activities, if we might call it that. So they can't produce anymore. So if you don't have access to goods and services or way of producing goods and services, your stock market, which is related to that, will obviously perform really badly. So please just give me your understanding of investing, or the differences between investing and trading, and what you're currently doing in this economic climate where we're faced with so many challenges related to the stock market performing so badly. I think the last time I checked how badly the JSE had performed, it was about negative 16%, and it had lost about negative 16 in the share price. That's overall share price of all the shares that are listed on the JSE stock exchange. So yes, it feels like time to just sell. So yes, please comment down below and do subscribe and like the episode if you learned anything from this episode, or if you agree with some of the points. And also, if you don't agree, please comment down below. So thank you very much for joining the episode, and I hope you have a very interesting journey in your investment journey and your trading journey if you are trading.